Hello. What are we making? Well, what are you making tonight?
Homemade macaroni and hamburger helper, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Okay, that's what we're doing. I've been lounging on the couch, so the hair's a mess. I'll fix it in the next frame.
Nobody cares.
I care. Anyway, would you say this is one of your go-to meals?
I'd say it's one of my easier meals.
Okay. How easy?
You throw a bunch of shit together and bam. I don't even know if it's gonna go well, so.
I mean, you've made this before. You just don't. You're only missing. Normally, he uses like a block of Velveeta cheese, which we don't have. So tonight we're improvising because plague has strucketh the earth, and we can't get it. So he's gonna improvise, and when it gets to that point, I will show you.
We got macaroni and cheese powder. And then we got a few slices of American because that's my go-to. Then we got some mild cheddar as a block. And then we got cream cheese because cream cheese.
And then we have milk to thin it out. Otherwise,
so it's not so rich. Yeah.
It's too thick. And then he got an assortment of seasons that he's gonna use too. So. But we don't have to talk about that until it's time. Right now, he's literally just cooking the meat, which is still...
I only ever season the meat. A little bit of Worcester, a little bit of salt, a little bit of salt and pepper, and then garlic, and minced onion.
We'll get your thingies together so we can put them...
I will!
Sassy.
I'll let this cook for a bit. And we will continue, because I still have work to do in the other room.
Okay.
Working with another web client, so.
Okay. I stay out of that business. So what'd you add?
Garlic, onion, Worcester, pepper, and salt.
Now you're just stirring it all together?
Yep.
You already drained the meat?
Yep. Although, personally, I prefer already de-thawed meat, and then you hand mix it.
Okay.
It doesn't stick or marinate as well if you've already cooked it, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
We didn't have that choice as it was still partially thawed, frozen.
Gotcha. He's that much taller than me that I have to look up and down.
Yep.
Yeah. As you can see, his head placement compared to a normal size refrigerator.
I can see above the fridge.
I cannot.
Next up is just water and noodles.
Water and noodles. Okay.
This still has to cook more because it's still pinkish, so.
Okay. So you're going to get the coronavirus? Damn. You're going to get the water and stuff going for the noodles?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not my problem.
And go.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're probably wondering how you know I'm a good cook. Well, the gut never lies. Thank you.
That's not true. Hang on, let me see if I can... No, I can't switch the frame. Okay, anyway, I'm just going to focus on him. So, he's got an undetermined amount of water in here.
That's because when it comes to noodles, you can just drain it afterwards. You don't have to worry about a conversion like you do with grits or rice.
Okay, good point, good point. So, because you're going to have to drain it anyway, you just put enough in there to cover the noodles to get them to where they need to be. Now, do you cook them all the way, or do you do al dente?
What the fuck is al dente?
Al dente is like half cooked. That way, when they're cooking in the rest of the stuff, it absorbs moisture in the other part of the dish.
What the fuck? 3/4 way, minimum.
Alright, you heard it here, folks. 3/4 way.
It's gotta be just a little gritty.
No.
Fuck yeah.
No.
Hey, and don't ever throw noodles in cold water. It makes them really mushy.
Did we learn that the hard way?
My brother did.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why your brother's not going to be on this until Beanie Weenies and Rice Night.
That's why he bakes, he doesn't cook.
But he's an excellent baker.
Somehow.
That's all right now, folks.
That's all.
Well, we're waiting on water.
I'm not Porky Pig, so...
But you know who that is, and you're a youngin'.
Yeah, but fuck you.
So what are you doing now?
Adding a little bit of onion. And a little bit of mushroom. Because I can.
Okay.
Although you really gotta like mushroom for that. I don't. But when they're chopped up so fine you can't see them, I don't mind them. A little bit of flavor.
They also add a filler. I'm gonna cut this heat down a little bit.
Given that the meal has to be able to feed and last, and is also good for microwavable lunches, you gotta make the best of what you got.
This is true. Are you doing fine onions?
Well, you don't necessarily want large pieces in your macaroni and cheese. Not that it bothers you, but personally it pisses me off. Macaroni and cheese is meant to be specific.
And then you're throwing those right into the meat.
Yep.
Okay, so they will, what is it called when they caramelize into the meat?
You could say that.
Having a hard time with this. Trying to stir.
Gotta be used to one-handing.
Not my skill.
Well, it's one of my few skills.
It's just an odd
I'm
way to
good
word
at
it.
multitasking,
Well, there you go.
just not mentally.
You can you're not bad at multitasking mentally. You just prefer not to do it.
There you go. It's a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not Grim Ramsay over here. I don't put my fingers near a blade. I'm sorry, but I learned that one too many times at Jimmy John's. I do what I want to do, and
Well,
it works.
I can show you how to cut without putting your hands in there. But you've learned how to do this on your own, and I'm proud of it.
That's because I'm a seeker of knowledge.
Seeker.
If I don't know how to do it, I'm going to be damn sure I find out how to do it. That's one of the reasons I became a software developer. And that's as good as it needs to be.
Okay, well, it's going to reduce down too.
Yep.
So, into zip pot.
It's not one of those things you can just hand off.
And do you need to add any liquid to that? Or is it okay?
Why would you add liquid? Although some people add water. I think Grandma.
Yeah, well, just because it dries out and you don't really want it to dry out. That's what I've been told.
If this was by itself with a bunch of vegetables, yes. But since this is going to mix into a bunch of noodles and cheese, you really don't notice as much.
Okay.
So that's it for now until this starts to bubble.
Did you add salt to the water?
That's always my first step. Before I even cut the eye on. That way I never forget.
Okay.
It's good to have a personal routine.
That is true.
That goes.
Okay, so he just put the box of noodles in first because they need a little bit of a head start. They're a denser noodle and they're hollow, so they take a little longer to get soften up. I couldn't think of the word. And then, so we gave them a 2-minute head start. He added a little oil to the water. We'll probably add a little oil after just to keep them from sticking. And then in just a second, we're going to add the off-brand version of no yolk noodles. And they cook really fast. He's already prepped his cheese. We're not sure if that's going to be enough. He might have to make more.
Yeah, I don't keep track of the measurements. I just do what feels right. Which is important because it depends on the person and the family.
That's true. But also, it also depends on the meal. Like, we don't know how much we're going to have to water it down so it's not clumpy and goopy and whatnot.
Yep.
So.
I use a whisk because it has the least amount of water resistance versus a spoon, which makes the whole thing swirl. Sometimes you get splashback. I don't like that. It pisses me off. So you don't have to use a whisk. It's personal preference.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pause. Did you have a noodle casualty?
No. But the noodles are done.
The little ones?
Both of them, really.
Give it just a little bit longer. Better to be safe than sorry. Now let me ask you, how are we melting this cheese? Are you going to add it to the noodles while it's hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drain the noodles and lower the heat to medium, and then you throw the cheese in and it melts, and then you add the meat afterwards.
Okay. I don't do plain noodles. I'm sitting on the counter. I figured it'd be easier than me having to go up and down with the phone.
Because you're short.
Whatever.
What is it your coworkers call you thanks to me?
Oh, I'm
The
not...
Hobbit.
The Hobbit. I wasn't going to mention it. I was going to say I forgot.
Le Dwarf.
Whatever.
Frodo.
I don't have hairy feet.
Mrs. Baggins. And on Sundays, Smaug.
Smaug. Definitely Smaug some days.
I wear gloves when I cook.
Yeah, but you just still ate from your hand that you gloved.
But I don't have to wash my hands every 5 minutes because I only wear gloves in the kitchen.
Well, at this point, if one of us has it, we all has it. So.
Can't find my beer.
Oh.
And the lines are hella long.
It's getting better.
But if any of you were the ones that bought the shit, Costco has a return policy. You're fucked. You can't return it. Sorry. Have fun paying rent.
Well, I'm assuming most of these people hopefully had a backup plan. I'm hoping that this didn't trigger end of the world vibes and everybody is like, well, we're not gonna have to pay bills anymore. We're just gonna buy toilet paper.
My store got robbed.
Today, yes.
The purge is happening.
The purge is not happening.
I'm gonna make it happen.
No.
First person to grab my beer out of my cart when I'm shopping gets purged real goddamn quick.
Good thing we have a dog, 'cause you just lost like 3 noodles.
It's a vacuum. Anyway, these noodles are done now. Where's the thing?
It's right here. So while he was doing his cheese prep, I was washing dishes. Oh, I guess I can come over here with you.
Oh boy, a camera that follows.
It's like one of those things on a movie set. And just for y'all wondering, I did not teach him how to make this. This was all self-taught. He wanted hamburger helper that I refused to buy, so he decided to make it.
I am predominantly self-taught. Although, when I had a fiance and a stepkid, I perfected a lot of my recipes because we had a very small budget. So it helps.
You might want to cut the eye down, babe. Or those are going to burn real freaking quick.
Been doing this a long time.
Alright, I'm just saying.
All is well. Move!
Don't fuss at the dog.
Well.
The milk. You gonna add a little butter too? Okay, I'll leave it on.
Thought I know how to cook or not.
I haven't died yet.
I know how to cook. When I want to.
Watch your coffee.
I never spill coffee. Who messed with the butter?
That was me. Just use it. It's fine.
I'm gonna assume it's already measured. I'm just gonna let that happen.
Let it happen. Let it happen.
So, first up, the used and abused.
Where are you going, kid?
Can I get a ding dong?
A what?
Didn't you come with one?
Wow.
Anyway, disregarding, and I threw my
Yeah.
thingy my butter.
It's just butter, eh? It's fine. I mean,
More butter than is necessary.
Is that how you use that? You're supposed to Okay.
I don't do
That's
measurements.
that's your block of cream cheese and nobody else's.
Exactly. That's why I pay for my own shit. Stuff. I don't like censors.
Well, I don't like editing, so hopefully this doesn't offend anybody.
That's why I'm doing editing. Now, I also add American cheese because it's creamy and not rich. This is one of them makeshift recipes that I learned to make do with what was in the fridge. It's good to have that.
Well, that's basically how this household runs anyway.
Well, yeah. Kind of necessary. I apologize for the lack of measurements, though. But
Yeah, your grandmother's way better at that. I'm not a measurement person either. Even when stuff comes with measurements, I tend not to follow it.
I just do what feels right, but that's because I eat the most in the house, and I buy the most food for myself in the house.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up now. Back that statement up. You buy your snacks. That's it. And your alcohol.
Well, man's gotta keep them up somehow.
I mean, it's not looking... Oh, I don't know if I'll... It's not looking bad.
No, it looks nice.
Right now, that's the product with just the cheese and whatever.
Yep.
It comes as a plain beef.
Wish we had a larger kitchen
You
area.
can pop that piece of onion out.
No,
Nope, we're leaving.
what you've done has been committed.
Oh, you're dripping. Oh, you're dripping.
Waste not, want not. So, there we do that. That's extremely thick. So you add more milk. Because somebody doesn't like having to use their molars.
Hey, it's not even about that. I just want to be able to, like, not choke on it because it's so thick.
You don't choke on it. You struggle, but you don't choke.
Just a total tough love situation in this house.
And for those of you that like to microwave macaroni,
Yeah.
microwave?
Microwave?
Did I say microwave?
I don't know what you said, but it wasn't right.
Whatever. If you like to microwave macaroni but don't like dry ass noodles, you can always just throw it back in a pot and add a little bit of milk, and it becomes creamy again like your first meal.
That is a very good tip.
Yeah, because I had to learn that one the hard way too. I don't like microwaving macaroni. I don't like microwaves in general, especially not microwaving my coffee.
Oh, I
Microwave.
can't do the microwave coffee either.
You microwave my coffee, I'll throw it across the room.
I feel that's why I don't like Keurig machines, because like I can just keep adding to the same cup of coffee and doctoring it, and it stays hot. What?
It makes it overly bitter. Like, you got coffee.
You don't like my coffee to begin with, so.
Because you make large scoops. What you do is, it's an English method, right? Correct me if I'm wrong if you're English. But, same thing with tea, right? You do a scoop for each person, and then a scoop for the pot. So if you have 5 people, although we drink a lot of coffee, it doesn't count. If you have 5, you fill the water up to the 10, as usual, standard coffee pot. Then you do 5 scoops. And then you add an extra scoop, right?
No, I don't do that at all.
Yeah, 6 scoops to 5 cups of water, whatever.
No.
That's how you make coffee.
I like it.
And then you finish the first cup and make a new cup. You don't keep adding bare-ass coffee to the first cup because it
No,
adds
you
that
keep-
slight undertongue of bitterness that coffee just keeps. And sugar don't get rid of it. If anything, you have an odd balance between Quick Trip coffee, my coffee, and bitter-ass Starbucks.
You gonna add
See?
any more season?
It needs more
Well, now yeah.
cheddar.
The cheddar cheese?
Yep.
So you're gonna shred some more cheddar cheese?
Oh yeah, it tastes like milky and buttery.
Oh, sounds like a good time to me.
Kind of cheesy, but not enough cheese.
I can't see where I'm recording right now, so hold on. There we go.
How'd you manage that one?
Well, because I was trying to get an elevated, but I'm not tall enough, so.
And for those of you that are weird and like to grate cheese sideways, don't.
What do you mean sideways?
There are people that will do it like that.
Yeah?
Don't.
Why? What do
Because
you mean?
it's just stupid.
What are you
That's
talking
it.
about?
If you grate cheese like this, it's stupid, okay? That's a personal preference. you do it vertically. That way all the tension helps you grate it. Because if you do it like this, then you're just making it like, as you get here, where the pressure like builds up, at that arc, when you bend the cheese, it makes it crumble. I just did it because I talked about it like a dumbass, but anyway, another like half cup of cheese.
Is that a half cup or a whole cup?
Oh, I don't really care.
Okay. More cheese, the merrier.
Yep. And if you don't like going to the bathroom at work, this will make sure you don't.
I ain't going to the bathroom no time soon, that's for sure.
It's a good recipe. You just let that melt. But besides that, it's done. Just needs to
No
melt
extra
more.
seasoning, nothing like that.
God no.
You're not gonna add a crap ton of Tony's Cajun?
No, that's for like my meals that you're not allowed to touch. That way, if you try to touch it, you get heartburn, and I'm just perfectly fine.
Yeah, that messed me up.
You're welcome. Don't touch my food.
Anyway. So no more milk, no more salt, no more pepper. Everything's added. You just do it to taste in your own bowl at this point.
Yep.
So what have you created?
Some people call it homemade hamburger, whatever the hell.
Homemade hamburger helper. Cheeseburger mac is basically, I think, the
I don't like
gist of
hamburger
it.
helper because it comes with flimsy ass sauce and flimsy ass noodles, and it just tastes like hell. So you get your own shit, make your own shit, and then bam, you just fed the whole family for more money than a box of hamburger helper. There you go.
Not really. I
But
mean,
it
if
lasts
it
longer.
lasts, yeah, then that's the difference though, because a box of hamburger helper in this house would last 5 minutes.
But it's also like down to the same thing why I like Mexican Coke versus American Coke. American Coke has chemicals and I guess more sugar in it. I don't know. They make it to where it's like addictive and you want more.
Okay, well,
But if you get like the Coke, the Mexican Cokes, the ones in the glass bottle, you can have that
is
and you
it
won't
Coca-Cola or
even. No,
is
it's,
it?
yeah, it's
their
Coca-Cola.
brand?
It's just listed as Coke de Mexico in the systems. It's Coke, but it has
It's probably made with real sugar
it's
versus
pure cane sugar versus the altered sugar American companies use for a lot of soda.
well, and corn syrup.
That too. It doesn't have the corn syrup in it.
Well, fact check that before you put that in the video.
All I know is if you drink a Mexican Coke, you don't want another one. You drink an American Coke, you want another one. And if you have money issues, get the non-addictive stuff. Just like when it comes to box meals and Velveeta and Kraft,
Don't knock my Velveeta.
they make it addictive. And it's because of the fat and corn syrup.
Well, I don't think there's corn syrup in it.
No, I'm talking about like various different products.
Oh.
But those two are addictive depending on how you utilize them. But I mean like banquet meals are like my go-to.
And those are horrible for you. They've got fillers, fat, and then the preservatives.
But I don't want another one unless it comes with a chocolate pudding.
I think you're basing this on like personal stuff.
I don't care. Anyway, dinner's done.
Okay. All right. Signing off.